Hello everybody, thank you for tuning in to another StarCraft 2 broadcast. My name is Ahnaris, and today we're here watching the epic conclusion from the best of 3 matchup series between HuiStorM, spawning down as the Protoss in the bottom left position, against his Zerg opponent Sen in the top right. Now we are going to be watching this conclusion on the map xel'naga Caverns, one of the most popular maps currently in the Blizzard ladder rotation. Speaking of the rotation, I believe they're actually considering moving a couple of the GSL maps, at least one of them, into it. From what I've heard, Tal'Darim Altar may be the candidate, although my understanding is they're going to alter it just a little bit. I don't know. But anyways, I'm getting sidetracked here. We're going to go over a little bit of information from the previous games, so if you don't want any spoilers, make sure you stop this video right now, click the link above the video that says Ahnaris Starcraft, and go watch the other 2 videos, so that way you are caught up. So, game number 1 took place on Terminus, and we did see some nice drops. Very nice play by Sen, multi-pronged attacks, trying to take out the Protoss player. We saw he did secure the expansion and the main base, both Nexus, taking them out and knocking down Storm's economy to about 800 minerals per minute, where Sen was sitting at about 2,000. But Protoss was able to come back and hold off the Zerg onslaught 2 or 3 different times with some nice choke point play. Got a lot of force fields there as well. Able to secure his expansion once again and eventually secure a victory. So by that time, Sen was down 0-1 against Storm. Game number 2, we did see take place on the map Metalopolis. Sen, again, going with the multi-pronged attacks. We saw drops in different areas of the map. Worked out very well for him and eventually secured himself a victory, taking the series to 1-1. So now we are here on xel'naga Caverns. Just a quick review of the map. You can see the natural expansion right here. Fairly open. It is kind of hard to defend, especially in the early game. There are 4 different entrances, one of which is blocked off by rocks. The middle of the map, you do have 2 different xel'naga watchtowers, 2 high-yield expansions blocked off by rocks there, and we do have another couple expansions, one right here, and you can see the other ones kind of mirrored down in the bottom half of the map there. So all in all, pretty balanced map. Like I said, one of the more popular in the ladder rotation, as we're seeing Storm going with a pretty standard build against Zerg, getting that second gas like we discussed in a previous game. Having a lot of gas is always something you want to have against a Zerg player. As we see, actually, right here, he is, oh wow, nice little move. I think he might actually have a little wall, or a little open area right there. It's a tiny one, I'm not too sure. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Certainly not something he wants to have happen as the game progresses here. Nope, it looks like it's closed off. Alright. I don't know why. Maybe I am just blind. I knew he could close it off right there. But for now, we do see the Zealot popping out, and this Sen was able to get this drone in here just in time. I do like the timing of that, as the Zerglings are chasing away the probe. 5 hit points. I don't think we're going to see a repeat from game number 1 and 2, though, where the probe made it away alive. Oh, it would be so very close. Will he actually make it? 2 hit points. Going to cut around there. Will he make it? Oh, wow! All 3 games we've seen the Protoss player manage to save his probe. It looks like he's actually going to be heading out there now that he does have some shields. Nope, okay, there he goes. Guess he had him on the mining command. But, Sen has taken this expansion. Looks pretty good. He opened up with a build that we've seen so far from the previous games, getting that extractor early, around 14 supply, going down to 13, back up to 14 with the pool. And, having enough gas to get out that Zergling speed upgrade there at the very beginning. Got that second queen as well. Again, good job with the creep tumor. Sen has shown he is good at managing the macro style of play here. Getting plenty of creep very early, getting up a good-sized army, teching up, and managing his economy quite well. See Protoss actually... Oh, wow, those Zerglings just stopped for just a second, allowing the Protoss player to move his forces back into position. Almost could have run him back up the ramp there, but I think that Stalker would have popped out just in the nick of time. Warp Gate technology now complete. We see that he's actually going for a Blink Stalker build. Ooh, very nice. Could try to push forward with that. I don't know. This build would be very powerful. The thing is, he's going to have to watch out and make sure the Zerg does not have this expansion, or does not have it fully operational by the time he gets up there, rather. So he's probably going to have to do a bit of harassment on the mineral line before the Zerg player is able to get up some defenses. You see, he did get that Roach Warren a little bit earlier than he has in previous games, also getting that Evolution Chamber. I do like that a lot. You see, he has not seen the Twilight Council, but now he's able to see these few stalkers in the probe that is going to indicate some kind of attack is on the way. So he's going to have to indeed get ready for that. A couple of roaches. You see the blink tech is complete in about 5 seconds there. There's the Zerg reaction. Going to be getting a bunch of Zerglings. Very good idea. Also a couple spine crawlers. He's going to have to defend this expansion. Now look at the economy. We can see 26 to 34 in favor of the Zerg. He is working on one geyser right now, which is all he needs. Got those other drones working on income for minerals. We see Protoss trying to come over here and take over this one spine crawler. Not going to happen though. Plenty of Zerglings here in place. Oh, nice blink back right there. Saving all of those stalkers. Good micro. Very good by Storm. We see that Zerg is actually choosing to turn this hatchery into a lair. Kind of an interesting choice there, but I'm sure he is hoping that he'll keep this base, giving himself a nice incentive to hold on to it. As he is still working on one geyser, I think, right now. Yeah, that's exactly what he needs to be doing. He's got to get more of these low-tier units, man, because they're going to be best against what is coming out for Protoss right now. He's going to have to watch out because the Protoss has shown he does like using the terrain to his advantage, blanking the stalkers down here, still keeping them in firing range, but keeping them away from the Zerglings. This expansion is looking more and more secure by the minute, though, man. 2 spine crawlers here. One of them might go down. Does not look like this will be the time that it will, though. As you see the stalkers, again, good blink micro. Able to save pretty much all of them so far. Looks like a couple of them did go down. Sen pushing out. Will he be able to push towards this pylon, though? That is the question. As long as he holds this pylon, he should be able to hold the ground at least for a while. Going to have to watch out, though, because a lot of these stalkers are very low hit points. You see that number of them don't have any shields. A few of them are barely enough hit points to get by. Protoss, meanwhile, is dumping all of his money into this. You can see right now he is not expanding, nothing of the sort. Meanwhile, Zerg is creeping around behind the army. I do like that a lot. It's going to allow him to get us around very quickly. 3 spine crawlers are up now. 4th is on the way. Sen is looking to hold this expansion for sure now. He's sitting in a great spot. You see he's got 12 additional Zerglings on the way. Protoss, he's making these stalkers 1 or 2 at a time. That's about it. Zerg, and more, is looking like he's going to be able to hold this expansion. Uh-oh, spine crawler very close to dying. He's going to have to get these Zerglings in here. I like how he's actually moving it away. Going to try to let that regenerate a little bit. Look at the units lost tab. You can see that Protoss actually hasn't lost a lot quantity-wise, but quality, he's almost neck and neck resources. And now Protoss is having to blink away again. Attack not quite doing its thing. It was able to take out one spine crawler rather, but still. We see Zerg has enough production to hold on, at least for a while. Getting out a little bit more roach heavy force now. Let's see what he's going to do. Is he going to be able to manage this attack? He is pushing the Protoss back. Blink in there. He did lose one stalker. Another one goes down. It looks like Zerg is actually going to be able to push this back here. It was looking great for him, actually. Now, Zerg has reached that critical amount of roaches where he'll be able to push through, take out this pylon. Zealots were able to warp in, and the burrow upgrade. Oh, sneaky, sneaky, sneaky Sen. We see he's actually popping up there, regenerating a little bit, moving in, getting some nice kills. Protoss, on the other hand, you look at the production tab, no robotic facility on the way, no forge, so he is not going to be able to do any kind of detection against this. He is woefully under-equipped to deal with this situation right now, so Storm is going to have to retreat. Now, the Protoss player is probably thinking to himself, you know what, this is not a good position to be in at all. You see, actually, he's having to take out that pylon there he used to seal off his ramp. Gonna have to get out some units very quickly, man, because I'll tell you what, Sen is looking to be in a better and better position. Two Hydralisk dens. All right. Well, that is interesting to say the least. Don't know if he actually realized that he placed one of them down already, but hey, whatever, man. You know what? Whatever works. That's cool with me. He's probably worried about losing one, to be honest. He probably thinks, you know what? The game isn't going to go too far past where it is now. Going to be looking to push here in a little while. Doesn't want to lose one Hydralisk den and then lose the ability to make those, as Hydras are super effective against these. Zerglings would be as well, except for the fact that Blink ability does allow the Protoss forces to stay in the fight a little bit longer. Expansion going to be going down there. Storm once again trying to put some pressure on the Zerg player, but without any sort of detection, it is going to be really difficult to do any sort of serious attack. We see he's got a ton of Zerglings on the way as well here. So all in all, I'd say looking pretty good for the Zerg player. Looking at the economy, 1400 to 720, 47 to 25. Of course, Zerg able to weave in some drones in there, kind of saturate his mineral line a little bit more, as the Zerglings are actually trying to engage the Protoss forces. Will they be successful or not? That's the question. You see Protoss still running off of one base. He can't really spare the money to get that Nexus built. Pretty much his only hope lies in putting enough pressure on the Zerg player. Oh, sneaky. Very sneaky right there. If he's able to come in here and just pop up. Nope, looks like he's actually going to retreat there. Zerg, realizing what's going to happen, is continuing to give chase to the Protoss. Not content with just one Stalker Hill, he is going to be moving in for even more, forcing these Stalkers back down towards the natural expansion. Zerg's going to come down here and realize there's no base, so all he has to do is hold out, take this high-yield expansion. Still no detection for the Protoss player. Again, you see he's actually sitting very low on gas right now. He needs to drop an expansion. He's got the money for it. He just does not have doesn't have the gas to make the units to defend it, and doesn't have the map control to secure it. See, these Roaches are still hanging out right here, and Hydra's coming into the field now. Actually, the Roaches... Whoa, man, now the Roaches are coming into play there. Nice burrow by Sin. Got the Zerglings coming over here, absorbing a lot of the damage as well. You see, neither player has control of the Watchtower at the moment. Now the Zerg player has it, sees those forces going back down towards the Protoss base. Taking a look at the economy now, you can see 1600 to 700, kind of spiking up there. High yield expansion, definitely going to start paying for itself here very soon. Another Hatcher going to be going down as well, looking to seal the deal as the probes are coming off the mineral line as well. This could be it, ladies and gentlemen, but the probes are actually behind the Stalkers. Not able to do anything. There we go, blinking behind the probes. Got to let those probes do their one final service for ire, which apparently will be sacrificed to the Roaches. There we go. All right, so now we're having the big engagement here. Protoss looking to take out these Roaches. Looks like he's actually burrowing them instead of letting them die. Very nice play by Sin. Very good army control. Burrowing the low ends instead of losing them, allowing them to fight another day. We see here comes the attack. Looks like actually Protoss, this is going to be it, man. There's not a lot he can do. Sin moving in for the victory. Plenty of forces. Look at the army comparison right now. 128 to 16. And there's the G. Not quite as big as the GG, but that's okay. We'll just call that the game. Very fun matches. I have to say that Blink Stalker attempt there. You know, very long distance between the two players on this map. Kind of a risky thing to do. The Blink obviously can help with the mobility, but still, it can be a little bit difficult map to pull that kind of strategy on, especially when the Zerg player already has that natural secured with a couple spine crawlers. So that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. Very good game there. Very good series. I hope you did enjoy it. Make sure you tune in for more StarCraft 2 awesomeness. And remember, we do have that tournament coming up this Saturday at around 6 a.m. Going to have the 16-player Korean tournament and the 32-player European tournament. So tons of players there. We're going to have... players from StarTale, Team Liquid, just plenty of them. So you can actually check it out, my live stream, and make sure you go to my Facebook, thumbs it up so you can get notification of when the tournament starts. All right, that's all I've got. I'm out.